everyone, Zorimori here. Welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a really quick video. I'm gonna talk to you about SEZANE's archives. Every year I tend to get the same questions, so I figured why not put all the information in one place. I'm gonna talk about what are the archives, when are the archives, which pieces are part of the archives, what are the discounts like, and most importantly, strategies that you can use to have a good experience shopping SEZANE's archives. If you enjoy watching today's video, give it a thumbs up, it really helps my channel. Consider subscribing, I would love to see you around more. Now let's get into today's video. So what are SEZANE's archives? To put it simply, the archives are SEZANE's version of sales. They happen twice a year. Once after the summer collection is done, sometimes in August, and in the winter after the holidays, usually sometimes in January. The dates fluctuate depending on the collection releases. It's really not the same every year, but ballpark, those are the windows in which the archives happen. Every year the announcement is more and more close to the drop date. Like this year we are only getting the announcements for the archives the day before they happen, and I know that could be frustrating, but it is guaranteed that they happen every year, so one just needs to keep checking their Instagram accounts. You can stop by my Instagram account. I usually snoop around the internet and I give updates on all the information and all the chit chat that I find, and usually I tend to find the date maybe a week prior to its announcement. What's part of the archives and how big are the discounts? All of the items from previous year's collections could appear in the archives. The important thing here is it's always previous years. So for example, for this year's archives, there will be no items from fall and winter 2023. You will see items from fall and winter 2022, 2021, dating all the way back depending on stock. The really cool thing is that even though an item might have been really popular during its original season, maybe you missed it, you weren't able to buy it, it was sold out, it is possible that that item could appear in the archives because the archives are not only the online stock but also returns and items that were acquired from the store stock. I was able, for example, to get 2 SEZANE Ollie bags which sold out during their original season, but I was able to snag them during the archives. I'm guessing they were either in a store or someone returned them. I got a great deal on them. So if you have some unicorns that you keep thinking about, it is possible for you to snag them during the archives. The discounts really depend on how old an item is. The newer the item, the smaller the discount. So for this year, the items that will have the smallest discounts are the items from the 2022 fall and winter collection, and the further back you go, the deeper the discount would be. Let's talk strategy. What can you do to have a better experience shopping the archives? I'm not gonna lie to you, shopping the archives, it's really, really stressful. I've been doing it for several years and I wouldn't say that it gets easier, but I do have certain strategies that help me at least try to secure the things that I really, really want. Tip number 1 is to always be available to shop when the drop happens Paris time. Sometimes SEZANE will say, oh, we'll have multiple drops. There will be one drop for France and then there will be another drop for the US. I do not recommend you follow that information. In my experience, the best stock and the most availability happens when the drop happens Paris time. Usually that's 9:30 a.m. For me, I am in San Francisco. That converts to 30 minutes after midnight. It is really late, but it is the highest chance for anyone to get the items that they want. I actually recommend you're available 30 minutes before the announced time. So if they say 9:30, be ready at 9 and just keep checking the website. I was able to snag items as early as 9:10 in previous years. The good news is that SEZANE's website keeps your cart for 30 minutes. That means that you can add items and build a cart before you check out. However, in previous years, there was this bug that was really frustrating, that you're building your cart and then you decide that maybe you don't want an item and you remove that item and then your whole cart empties. Now that was a bug. It was not an intentional thing, but I am scarred. I know many other SEZANE fans are scarred. And the thing with website bugs is like you never know when they're gonna happen. So until this day, when I'm building my cart, I never remove items from it. I just don't want to lose all that effort and all that work that I've put into it. I build the cart, I check out, I go back to the website, I build another cart, I check out. The great news is that everything can be returned. Nothing is final sale. So I would advise you to get everything that you want, everything that is in your cart. You can always return it. In my experience, the most popular categories are knitwear and leather bags. Those are the two categories I look at first, and usually that's what I care to get the most. I use my wish list, and I know a lot of other SEZANettes use their wish list. It is the fastest way to score an item. Basically, what you do throughout the year, if you're not doing it now, please start. Everything that you really like, you add to your wish list and you keep it there. So when the next year rolls in and the archives happen, all of the items that you want are already in your wish list. So when the archives drop, you just go straight to your wish list, you refresh, and then you can add from there. That is the fastest way. Scrolling through the website when there are so many people online could get really slow. Loading times could be longer, and that can lead to you actually missing an item. I know some of you have shared that you don't like to keep a long wish list. You like to keep it very short and relevant to the current season. But if you really want to have a successful SEZANE Archives round, I highly recommend you change the way you use your wish list and you start planning long term. Some people take a really long time shopping around the website and they stop paying attention to the clock in their cart. So a tip, something you can do is, let's say the drop happened at 9:10. That means that at 9:40, the original cards will start expiring. What you want to do is be in your wish list around that time and refresh a couple of times to see if anything becomes available. More often than not, I was able to snag something that I really wanted around that first initial card expiration time. It is a sneaky thing to do, but it works. The archives usually happen in two major drops. That's when you get the most selection. In between those two big drops, customer returns happen. So someone ordered something and they don't love it, they send it back. And Wednesday and Friday is when SEZANE uploads those customer returns to the website. So keep checking in between the big drops on Wednesdays and Fridays to see if your wish list lights up. One aspect of the archives that we don't really talk about a lot is the FOMO. SEZANE does so little discounts that many just go running towards the archives, not because they need something, but just because they don't want to miss this opportunity to get a SEZANE piece at a lower price point. And I totally get it. I was the same way initially. And then I realized that I would acquire things during the archives that I just didn't wear quite as much. So now, to not fall a victim to the FOMO, what I do is I approach the archives the same way that I approach the rest of the drops. I spend some time thinking, do I need this item? What do I really need? And I find that the question that really helps is ask yourselves, would you have paid the full price for this item, and you have to be very honest when you're answering that question. For me, I only end up getting the item if I say, hey, I would have totally paid the full price, I regret not getting this piece when it was originally released, I want to wear it right away, I have all these ideas how it will fit in my lifestyle. I find that when I answer these questions and I follow this strategy, I end up really happy with my archives purchases, and they serve me very, very well. Alright everyone, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video answered all of your SEZANE Archives questions. If you still have more questions, please drop them in the comments section below. Don't forget to join me on Facebook and Instagram, where daily I share discount codes, sale alerts, restock alerts, and new collection gossip. If you enjoy watching today's video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Consider subscribing. I'd love to see you around more. If you're shopping SEZANE Archives, good luck. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.